Top of the day, wonderful day. Oh man, I'm so happy to be back. Welcome back to the RichTalk channel, here where we share some perspectives that can help you. So today we're going to be talking about goal setting. I actually did a video earlier on in a month or so ago on some thoughts about goal setting. But today I'm going to go a little bit deeper. I'm going to go over some practical steps concerning goal setting. So once again, I'm going to encourage you to hit the subscribe button. So if you are on Instagram, Facebook, wherever, hit the subscribe button when you get to the YouTube channel and get some support. It's been a while, but I've been very busy with all of my obligations and those types of things. But I'm happy to be back with you. So today we're going to be talking about goal setting. Just 4 things we're going to be talking about. Be specific, be time bound, achievable, and why. So what we're talking about today is an acronym called STAY, S-T-A-Y. So let's begin with the first point. Be specific. There's a scripture in the Bible that I love. There's a scripture in the Bible that talks in Habakkuk, who was one of the minor prophets. He said, write the vision and make it plain. I do believe that when we place things in the hand of God and when we allow ourselves to have a definite knowing of where it is that we want to get to, and us putting our trust in Him, those things can be brought to fruition. And so in being specific, come back, sweetie. In being specific, I'm talking about having a clear definition of what the goal means. So if the goal is to be more financially stronger, you need to put a goal to that. You need to put a dollar amount to that, right? So when you say you want to be more financially independent, what does that look like? Okay, how much money is that? Is it 100,000? Is it 150? In goal setting, be specific. All right, know exactly what it is that you're working towards. Don't have some vague definition. I want to do better in my career. What does doing better in your career mean? All right, put a description to it. Now, when you say, I want to be a vice president, or I want to own my own interior decorating business, those things are a little bit more concrete. Okay, so put some oomph to your goal setting. The next point is time bound. Okay, so you can't just put out a goal out there and you're just expecting it to magically happen without knowing when. Okay, and so the second point is dealing with time. When do you want this goal to come to fruition? Is it in 6 months? Is it a year? And it's up to you. Only you can know when you want this to come into fruition. And that's why I highly recommend it. I recommend short-term, long-term goals, because there's some things that's going to require a lot more elbow grease than you may be accustomed to. So obviously, if you're building an interior decorating business, that may be a longer term goal. Now, maybe a short term goal, we're probably around the lines of getting a residential client to maybe design their living room or something like that. That's a description of a more imminent or a closer short term goal that you can reach. Okay, and the third point is achievable. So make your goals achievable, meaning don't go after something because someone is doing it. Sweetie, come on, I'm trying to talk here. All right, so if someone may have done something, don't make your goal based on them. So make it achievable based on your skill set. So for example, if you are a software guy like myself, right? Make your goal specific to something that you have a passion around software or something like that. Don't make your goal around maybe doing some plumbing or whatever. I'm just throwing out some weird examples, but you get the point. She gets the point too. But yes, make it achievable, all right? And so if you, for example, are someone who makes clothing, it's very achievable and attainable for you to say you want to design clothing. It's a skill set that is already in your arsenal, all right? So make goals that are in your lane. Don't make goals based on what other people may be doing or what they may be doing. You know, someone may have, you have all of these fads. Someone may be investing in car washes. Just because your friend may be investing in a car wash doesn't mean that you should, okay? So be very clear about what you want to do. Make it achievable, okay? All right. The next thing I want to talk about in goal setting is understand your why. Understand your why. So everyone has different reasons of being motivated. You have people that can come up with a lot of acronyms. But at the fundamental core, you know what you want to do. You have a time understanding as to when you want it to be accomplished, right? And it's something that's within your realm of your skill set and those types of things. But things don't always happen as we plan. Sometimes it may take longer than you may have a short-term goal and it turns to a long-term goal. So you have to have a why, because disappointments are going to come. My why was that I grew up very, very poor. I grew up in humble beginnings. And so I had situations where people were dependent on me, and I didn't want to create a situation where my children and my children's children would have to deal with some of the issues that I dealt with. So my motivation was to be better economically and otherwise because of the experiences that I went through. And there were people in my family who were dependent on me. And so I deemed it necessary that I stay committed to the goals that I had. So for example, I was a customer service representative for over 4 years. It's something that I did on a regular basis, and it wasn't something that was that paid well, but I did what was necessary at the time. But even while I was doing customer service, I always had it in my head that what I really wanted to do was be a software leader. I wanted to be a software manager. That was something that I always said to myself, even when times are hard and I would, for example, go on an interview and things wouldn't pan out the way that I thought. I was committed to that goal. I was committed to the goal that I had because I had a why. I had a motivation. I had a reason. What is your reason? My reason is my family. My reason is my mom, my wife and my children. What is your reason? You may be a single person. Everyone has, everyone is in a different state of life. You have to know what your why is. But I'm telling you, if you do not have a why, there are days when it's going to be hard, and when you get disappointments, it's going to be tough. But when you have a why, this pretty Y in yellow, when you have a why, it motivates you and can get you through those tough times. All right. So that's what the talk today really is about. I hope it was helpful to you. So again, if you're online, hit the subscribe button, share it with a coworker, share it with a family member. And again, I look forward to talking to you soon. All right.